Hello, AJA. Welcome back to the third episode of our awesome news installment, where we have just recently come back from our holiday break. Hey, Aliana, how was your holiday break?
My holiday was really great. I did a lot of things during the hug, like sitting in soka, eating food, and spending time with my family. What about you?
My holiday was as awesome as yours, but what I'm really most excited about is the important news we learned.
Yes, the hostages finally came back from being captured by Hamas.
After being held in Gaza for more than 700 days, all remaining living hostages have finally returned home to Eretz Israel to their loved ones on October 13th.
Sadly, there are still some bodies that held captivity in Gaza, and we should still keep our hearts and be praying for them.
Exactly. In fact, if anyone could say a Tehillim or a daily psalm every day in honor of these hostages so they can have a swift and easy return home to Eretz Israel, that would be amazing.
On one more positive note, let's look at our school life. In our youth history class, we learned about presidential negative campaigning in American democracy in the early 1800s.
We then had to do a presidential election campaign where we used the skills that we learned about negative campaigning as well as positive to mimic an actual election that would take place in the United States in the early 1800s.
Next, we will show you about some clips in the negative campaigning between the North, Middle, and South colonies.
Hey, Southern colonies, is this really your president? Don't you know that he's gonna enforce mandatory Taco Tuesday? This is what the North says to that.
I got this!
Here he is in his natural habitat making tacos. But wait, is that Caillou? I love that show. That's what you might be saying. But ladies and gentlemen, this is something far sinister. Now, middle colonies, this is someone you trust around your children? Because let me tell you, I would not. If you vote for Sid from Toy Story over here, forget about it. All you're gonna see is barbershops and jewelries for miles. Don't forget about your next-door neighbor, Ashmalayoff. He's never gonna stop telling you about how good his mother's cooking is. Vote for freedom. Vote for the North.
Unpacking my problematic faves in history, this candidate, he understood the assignment on diversity and freedom. Okay, so while the northern colonies were being all rigid and religious and the South was literally built on slavery, the middle colonies said, what if we just let people be people? Like, they had Quakers, Catholics, Jews, literally everyone just vibing together. Plus, they were making bank with trade and farming. Honestly, they were doing diversity and opportunity before it was cool. Vote Chatty Matty. United in diversity, driven by opportunity.
Hope you enjoyed these clips. Hey, Aliana, guess what?
Yes?
Do you know what time of the year it is?
Yes, I know. It's basketball season.
Exactly. Soon, our school's basketball team is going to start playing games. While the games are still being planned, the practices are being held right now. So make sure to let Coach know as soon as possible if you want to be a part of the team.
Ellie, do you have any clips or moments that you can show?
Of course I do. Pulling them up right now.
Wow, that was so cool. I'm so excited to see you guys play this year.
I am too. Make sure to keep updated with the news network when we let you know about when the games take place.
Now it's time for the Student Spotlight. Spotlighting Karena as a Student of the Week.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our Student of the Week Spotlight interview where we are on our very first episode. Here we have Karena Jackson. Karena, how are we doing today?
I'm doing relatively well. What about you?
I am doing fantastic. Karena, we will be asking you 3 questions and you will be getting your own response to each of them. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, for our first question, what are your thoughts about the recent campaign election we did in class?
I think that the results were rather surprising, and I do take some fault for my speech not being very effective, though with the amount of propaganda circulating around, I am not too surprised.
All right, very nice response. Thank you very much. Question number 2. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible as your superpower, and why?
I would rather be able to fly. There are a lot of reasons why, but I think it should be relatively fun and a really easy way to move around. Aside from the downsides, it'd be a nice superpower.
I think so too. And finally, number 3, how do you feel about the world as it is today?
I think there's a lot of room for improvement, and with the current sorts of people trying to make it better, and the more people coming in to make it better, I hope that the world will be improving sooner than later.
What a nice response. Thank you very much, Karena. Back to you, anchors.
Thank you, Karena, for participating. We loved hearing about your thoughts. Speaking of the elections, who won the election, Ellie?
Yes. Congratulations to the winner of the election, yours truly, the Southern Colonies. Thank you very much for all your effort, teams. Well, thank you everyone for joining us on this new episode of AJA News. This is Ellie.
And this is Eliana. And have a great rest of your day, Flames. And don't forget to
Stay on fire!